Florida schools will now have armed drones to keep kids safe, because when it comes to dystopian hellscapes, the USA is #1, baby. Yes, Florida Governor Meatball Ron said, "You know that scene in RoboCop where Ed 209 malfunctions and blows away a board member? Well, that, but for our kids." And he has now authorized a pilot program where 3 lucky Florida schools will each have a squadron of armed drones installed in them to stop mass shootings. And I'm sure you have questions. Most chiefly, what the fuck? This Orwellian nightmare is brought to you by tech startup Campus Guardian Angels, who will operate the drones from thousands of miles away in Texas, assuming there's no Wi-Fi or power outages. The drones will not be armed with lethal force, at least not in Phase 1 anyway, but instead will shoot pepper balls and have a glass breaker so that they can fly through any window except for those laminated with safety film, which is every window in a school. The company claims the drones can be deployed within 5 seconds of an alarm being triggered, and I call utter bullshit on that response time. But even if it were true, that is way too late, because at Parkland, 9/11 didn't get called until 2 full minutes after the attack began. And what will this transfer of taxpayer money to private business cost? Well, to outfit every school in Florida will be $800 million just for the initial hardware, and then there's $150 million a year in subscription fees, all of which goes out of state to Texas. And if you think that's a waste of money for security theater, you're right. Which means to justify the expense, those drones will get called out for every student altercation, no matter how minor, because you never know. Except the one thing we do know is that students of color are disproportionately disciplined, and now there's going to be some faceless goon in another state deciding if a teen outburst warrants getting maced. So, in an ironic twist, the schools that don't have the money for drones will probably be safer for some students. And for the districts that can afford the drones, well, any amount of money to avoid addressing the real problem. Am I right? Stay tuned.